Mike Rowe once said, "Blue collar and white collar. They're two sides of the same coin. And when we begin to view one side as more valuable than the other, we begin to have an infrastructure that falls. We begin to have a skills gap. Today, the skills gap is increasing at a rapid rate in the skilled trades. There are less people choosing to work there. Without the younger generations entering into the trades, a decline will eventually be seen when it comes to the amount of goods and services that can be supplied compared to the demand. It is important to understand the shortage of the skilled trade workers and how it affects our everyday lives. Now, keeping these points in mind, let's move on to analyzing what the skilled trades are. First of all, what are the skilled trades and how do they affect my everyday life? So when you think of the skilled trades, you can split them into two different categories. The first one being the skilled industrial trades. This covered people in the trades from welders to machinists to mechanics and even computer programs. The way these people impact your life is they program your computers, they build the jigs and fixtures that are able to hold your cars together in order for people to weld them, and they also build springs, such as the key rings you use to hold all your keys together. The second group are the skilled construction workers. This group contains people all the way from HVAC to electricity to carpentry, and they do things such as build your homes, hotels, skyscrapers, and run your electricity to where you need it. Now that we have analyzed what the skilled trades are, let's take a look at what the skilled trades gap is. The skilled trades gap is generally seen as a shortage of people entering into the skilled trades compared to those who are retiring. As seen in this image from ODECOUSA.com, billion-dollar companies are estimating that over the next 5 years, they will lose $100+ million a year when baby boomers retire. 74% of these companies say that the amount of qualified people to enter this workforce is declining rapidly. And this means that once all the baby boomers retire in the next 5 years or so, 31 million job opportunities will be open by the end of 2020. On average, while the skilled workers are retiring at 65, most of these baby boomers are coming of age. WeldingSchool.com states that while more positions are opening, there aren't enough people to fill them. And according to the AGC, it asked most contracting companies, and they stated that over 80% are unable to find people to fill their important positions, according to HomeProSuccess.com. And as these numbers of skilled trade workers are decreasing, over the next 5 years or so, we will see the cost of these goods and services increasing. Because of these lack of skilled workers, we will not be able to provide consumers with what they need, meaning that jobs cannot take on as many orders, and people who do will take longer to get their products to their customers. Also seen in this image from ADECOUSA.com, that 31 million from earlier is split into multiple bubbled sections. As you can see in the middle, just over 5 million positions will be opened as in the construction sector as the baby boomers retire. A couple of the other large sections include electricians, machinists, and welders. This is a large amount of people. Many people do not realize how overwhelming this problem is, but those who do have come up with some possible solutions that will enable the trades to continue to work smoothly. The trades gap needs to be fixed, whether it is by adding more technology or advocating more to younger people. Also from ADECOUSA.com, they stated, what can be done to fill this gap? They listed 4 options. The first one being training partnerships. Training partnerships are where manufacturers partner with educators, and they make it able for students to go and work the job they want while being educated. The second option is going to 2-year colleges or trade schools. This is a very popular choice because in this day and age, many people are able to do it in both their junior and senior year of high school, and they graduate college at the same time they graduate high school. The third option is mentorship programs. This is where they pair an individual with a person in the workforce so that they can go and oversee what they do on their job. The fourth option being apprenticeships. This is a little more hands-on than the mentorships because they're able to actually go and test their own skills and work while they're doing the apprenticeship. The supply of goods and services from the trades will begin to decline as less people enter these trades. And as this trend continues, it will begin to cause a slight collapse in our infrastructure. As more and more people choose the white-collar jobs, the skills gap increases as the demand for goods and services rises. Imagine what the world would be like if it ran out of skilled trade workers.